XRP warning, tell your family to prepare. Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. XRP warning, tell your family to prepare. We're going to talk about XRP in the charts today. We did now officially get our fourth week in a row of a red candle. You know, it's interesting, fourth weekly red candle. We're going to talk about that article today. We actually had a nice move to the upside here to kick it off, and we even broke the trend line. As you can see right here, we got the confirmation of a broken trend line to the upside, and typically we'll see a move all the way up to the overbought territory from there. However, the FOMC meeting yesterday coming out with some really horrible news for the economy because they are continuing to raise rates has unfortunately put a damper on the continuation of the up move for XRP and many of the other coins. Now, what's interesting today, we're having a little bit of a mixed day, red and green, red and green, red and green, not just solid green or red. So today, though, XRP, we are green. So that is good news. We had a little pump. Again, we did break outside of our ascending channel to the downside, bounced off of our 50 exponential moving average yesterday, had a little peak down, but battled back, and today made its move back into the channel. So that's looking good here. As we take a look at our 4-hour chart, what we've been talking about now for about 2 weeks is this blue line right here. That is the 1100 exponential moving average, obviously on different time frames. This one here on the 4-hour, our 50 exponential moving average has broken down below it again. So that has happened in the past right here, okay? But we didn't get very deep on that one at all. It immediately rebounded. Now we have had consecutive candles under it. So before we had this dip right here, which was because of this massive power move to the downside, which came and tapped the bottom of our channel, which is what happened here too. Could we battle back out? We're going to find out. We'll deep dive in the charts today. I did want to also cover the news with you. And hey, by the way, if you're new here, my name's Ryan Huggins. I'm a crypto and real estate investor here in Orange County, California. My job is to help be your crypto shortcut. Because if you're like most people, you don't have the opportunity to spend hours a day in the charts, reading all the crypto headlines out there, but that's what I do. That's what we do here at the channel. And we bring that information to you in a condensed manner. So click that subscribe button if you're looking for a crypto shortcut. Smash that thumbs up, leave a comment down below. And by the way, if you're watching this and you are a regular commenter, we have now put into plan a massive plan of action to stop the spam comments down below. So we are excited to invite you to start commenting down below again. By the way, please avoid the scammers until they're completely eliminated. Don't be clicking anyone's Telegram group. Don't be chatting back and forth with people on WhatsApp because we don't do any of that, all right? The only links that you should be using on our videos are the official links in the description. And by the way, we are now looking, we are hiring, we are accepting applicants to work with us here at the Bull Runners Club. Go click the link down in the description below. Join us. Here's some more information on that.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.
All right, cool. So here we go. We're going to be jumping into today. Bitcoin holds $20,000 post-Fed as rising dollar sparks Bitcoin price warning. This also goes back to what we've been talking about. Well, we talk about it every day. For those of you guys that are around, you already know what's up. But take a look at this, right? So we've been talking about the dollar. It reached right at our supply and demand zone here on the daily charts, on the Heikinashis. Let me just show you here. Heikinashi, supply and demand zone. This guy right here, this is the candle in question where last time when this candle flipped right here, boom, we had the run up. It came and tippity tapped right in that same exact zone, obviously off of it by a couple of pennies, but now it is making its move to the upside. We have reached the top of our Nadaria Watson envelope, but again, we are watching the dollar very closely. Is it going to rise all the way through the market baseline here and start the bullish run? Look what happened last time it turned bullish, which was here. So let's go ahead and scroll down a little. You can see it was writing right here, bearish, 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 flipped above market baseline. And look, it also broke above our trend line. We've been talking about that bad boy. Look at the moonshot there. Now we are at market baseline again. We are at broken above the trend line as well. The only thing that's stopping this thing from mooning right now on my signals or on my charts here is the Nadaria Watson envelope. You can see last time though, it did hit it, peaked out, peaked out, peaked out, 2 more consecutive days. Even the third down day was a run to the upside. So we may very well be seeing more highs coming in for the dollar. And then what have we been talking about? We've been talking about bearish divergences happening on the dollar on the weeklies. So we're going to dive into those charts here in a little bit too. The Sandbox co-founder explains how the metaverse has evolved for brands at the Web Summit 2022. So there is currently a big Web3 summit going on. And this was a really big deal, the Sandbox and what they're bringing forward. This is going to be great for you guys to know what's happening in the metaverse as well. And all of you Matic heads out there, Matic price eyes 200% gains as Polygon adoption by Instagram. JP Morgan, that's right. You're going to be able to create, sell, and mint NFTs on Instagram with the Polygon network. We'll jump into that chart today. And then, of course, here, what we talked about at the kickoff of the video, XRP forms 4th straight weekly red candle after a brief bullish recovery. But we're green today. Can we overcome that bearish information? Let's find out. So Bitcoin is currently lingering on November 3rd in the aftermath of the Federal Reserve interest rate hike that we talked about. They did raise it 0.75% or 75 basis points, bringing it all the way up now to the federal funds rate of 4%, which is huge because the government is collecting 4%, and that's on their interest rate, which is why the dollar is peaking. Bitcoin has seen some flash volatility after the hike of 0.75 with fake out moves up and down, triggering liquidations both long and short. So there was a whiplash issue going on with Bitcoin, clearing out the tops and the bottoms, all that liquidity that we were talking about, cross crypto liquidations for the past 24 hours of time, writing $165 million worth of liquidations in just those 24 hours. Popular Twitter trader and YouTube trader Crypto Tony says here, my main bias has not changed as I expect more consolidation and one more drop to produce a spring-like motion to kickstart the bull run, he told followers on the day. That's what we've been talking about here too. We've been talking about a continued price drop for all altcoins, all crypto, all Bitcoin, everything, to a new lower low than the June lows to create a bullish divergence on the weekly. It's what we're looking for here. By the way, I'm not a financial advisor. None of this information is financial advice, just financial entertainment, financial education. Make sure you click that subscribe button down below. Also, Martin, an analyst as well, mentions here 2 order clusters are added at $19,000 and $21,000. They're placed around the FOMC. So we have the $21,000 orders here. Those are obviously sell orders. And we have the $19,000 buy orders. The Dixie hints bad news for the risk assets. Fellow trader John Wick mentions about the dollar here. First chart is the wrecking ball, weaponized dollar, bouncing off recent lows, targeting the top of the uptrend channel, just as I said it would after we see another hike, he wrote. And here is what he's talking about. Price definitely springing back up to life, all the way up. This is, by the way, the hourly charts. So you can see that we already have now surpassed this information as we are currently trading at 112.98, as you can see right here now on this daily chart. If we take a look at our hourlies, it has continued to boost up. Again, it broke above our trend line here. The break, confirmation break, ran up to our supply and demand zone, powered through that as well. He continues on, this will pressure all asset prices, including BTC. Notice how the RSI is staying bullish above the midline. So here you can see the US dollar continuing to rise and rise and rise. Here we have the RSI of the dollar as well. And then like we just talked about, RSI not only above 50, but about to cross the market baseline, turning bullish. As you can see, every time it turns bullish, there is quite a rise on the dollar. Now jumping over here to the Sandbox information. The building of the metaverse is an ongoing process. Sebastian Borget, co-founder of the Sandbox Metaverse, even called the future of the metaverse evolving. And he says here, it's the fast-paced development that has investors pouring billions of dollars into the metaverse projects across the space. We are now seeing the sandbox with more than 200 studios around the world that are building on a daily basis. So inside of their metaverse, 200 studios are currently building worlds inside of the big overworld. Many of those studios include iconic mainstream brands that have found value engaging with users on a digital plane. Household names such as Gucci, The Walking Dead, Katy Perry, Snoop Dogg, and more have joined in the metaverse and or participation. Borget goes on to say it's not just about the influence and the reach of the celebrity or the brand, it's also about the content, the characters, stories, and locations that people are familiar with and want to interact with. Players themselves bring life by being present, by engaging in the land. That is also something that should be seen as valuable because they contribute to the growth of the network. Now, as we know, during this bear market, some people have been scared. They haven't been, as involved, but actually it's continuing to grow. People are still using it. It's on people's minds. When the bull market comes back, the people that are in there now are obviously going to have more people flooding in. So basically, you're early as far as the metaverse and evolution goes. An evolution of digital platform cannot be made without active users engaging with the new tools and experiences. User needs and complaints as well shape how a given online space will look. Borget said, engagement with a platform is more than just liking, sharing, or retweeting. Rather, as the metaverse advances and users interact in digital spaces, the engagement is created together, users and brands side by side. And he says here, quote, to me, the real engagement, that's something that many brands are looking at because they not only reach Gen Z, but they help define the future of themselves in the 3D worlds. So I know a lot of you guys have been involved in the altcoin gems, the upstart games that we've been talking about and so on. And it's been a really tough time, obviously, just like with Bitcoin being down nearly 80%, Ethereum down 80%, some of these other metaverse tokens and altcoin gems down 80, 90%. It's early, right? So we're going to watch and see which ones come back. The ones that last through this bear market are going to be the ones that are superstars shining in the sky come 2023. Matic price eyes 200% gains on Polygon adoption by Instagram. So more Web 2 meeting Web 3. And by the way, if you're looking for Web 2 meeting Web 3, make sure you click the link down in the description to join our team here at the Bull Runners Club, and we can help you with that seamless integration into Web 3. Be early like the rest of our partners. Polygon Matic has emerged as the best performing Polygon Matic emerged as the best performing asset among the top ranking cryptocurrencies on November 3rd as the market's attention turned to the latest Instagram and JP Morgan announcement. So big mega behemoths partnering up with Polygon. High profile partnerships, notably Meta, the parent company of Instagram, named Polygon as the initial partner for its upcoming NFT tools that allows users to mint, showcase, and sell their digital collectibles on and off the social media platform. Also, JP Morgan used Polygon to conduct its first live trade worth only $71,000 on a public blockchain, marking a concrete step towards integrating cryptocurrencies into traditional finance frameworks. Matic's price nears cup and handle breakout. The first cue of Matic's bullish continuation comes from the classic technical setup here on the daily chart. Matic has painted a cup and handle setup, which comprises of a U shape, as you can see right here, and then followed by a downward channel. And the token is now eyeing the decisive breakout above the pattern's neckline and the red bar on the chart. So you can see right here, let's go ahead and zoom in. Price is trying to break above this supply and demand zone here. And if it does, the depth of the cup to the rim of the cup is how long the breakout could be. So from here, we're looking at $2.89 to the upside if Matic can make the break to the upside. And going back over, as the rule of technical analysis, a cup and handle pattern targeted is measured after adding the distance between the cup's bottom and the neckline and the potential breakout zone. As a result, Matic is now eyeing a 200% rally by the end of Q1 2023. So that would be taking this into consideration, the bottom of the cup to the top of the cup, and then the breakout line, that puts us at a potential 200% rally by the end of Q1 2023. Other bullish news here. For instance, Polygon's list of prominent NFT partners includes names such as Disney, Robinhood, Starbucks. And furthermore, Polygon has had a strong Q3 where its number of active wallets reached a record high of 6 million. And here's why. Reddit has launched its own NFT marketplace on the blockchain, and those are being traded with Polygon. But as always, we cover up and down. And on the other hand, macro risks continue to threaten all ongoing crypto market recovery, which may hurt Polygon despite its growing partnerships with big name brands. That being said, a strong pullback from the cup and handle pattern neckline could invalidate the bearish setup. XRP forms fourth straight weekly red candle after brief bullish recovery. After a brief bullish run for the majority of the cryptocurrency market, things seem to be settling down again. And Ripple issue token XRP is forming a red candle for the fourth week in a row. So as we've been covering here, we have the chart. This is our weekly chart. So 1, 2, 3, 4 bearish red candles on the weekly charts in a row. You will notice, though, the volume is getting less. So that is a positive thing. Like right here, you see this massive downward volume candle, massive volume downward candle. Is an XRP bull run still possible? Currently, XRP is changing hands at 45.59, recording a drop of 0.15 on the day, as well as 3.04 across the previous week. That said, the crypto community over at CoinMarketCap is still somewhat optimistic about the token, predicting XRP will trade at the median price of 46.55, so a rise of 1 cent. On November 30th, they had that vote, but slightly less so far for the end of December, for which the majority of votes predict 42 cents. SEC lawsuit looking good for XRP. Meanwhile, Cryptillion Payment Systems, a digital wallet service that uses XRP, has stepped in to file an amicus brief as well. So they've continued to keep pouring in. And as you can see, James Phelan posts it for us again, Cryptillion Payment Systems, and all the details. You can jump over to his Twitter page and get the full drop down on that. With this filing, the digital wallet service has become the 11th entity to file an amicus brief for Ripple, igniting a discussion of how price of XRP would react upon the lawsuit's conclusion, which increasingly looks to be moving towards Ripple's win. All right, so let's dive into the charts and see what is going on. So we have covered the dollar. Now I want to go ahead, turn on the Heikin-Ashis here and show you what's interesting is we have reached the dollar daily supply and demand zone. And let's see if it can bust through there. Look at that. So right now, it has pierced into the zone. Okay. Now, if we drop this down to a smaller time frame, we'll go to the 4-hour time frame. We can take a look and see a more micro view. So we'll drop back to the Heikin-Ashi candles. We're going to go to the tip top, and this gives us more. Now, obviously, it could dash above this, but I'm just going to fill this in. 4-hour puts us at $114.11. 114.11 would be the resistance zone here. To pop above that and create a new higher high, getting above 114.778. So basically $114.78 would be a new high. That would create a new high on the daily charts, or on the weekly charts, sorry. As you can see here, and as we've continued to get, price has continued to rise, RSI continuing to drop. So going all the way back here from basically where we peaked on the RSI up at 81, which was here on May 9th, price has continued. I mean, it's had its ups and downs, but it's continued to rise. RSI continues to drop. This is major, major bearish divergence. Let's look at the monthly. Are we getting one on monthly yet? No, we're not. So look at this. I mean, now you can see why right now we are extremely bullish on the monthly charts for the dollar. It's just been a straight line to the upside ever since it crossed over to the bullish scenario here on the monthly chart. It has been a rocket ship to the moon. It is outside of the volatility band. Now you'll notice it is almost trying to curve back in here because last month was our first month down. But interestingly, you know what? Down, it was down 0.53. That's it. It wasn't even down a full percent. So only 0.5% on the red candle there, just a little fake for us, right? And then it moved continuation to the upside. So if we were to go back in history and we look at these monthly candles, let's look at some levels. So this could be a level here. And this could be a level here. And then even the top of that one could be a level. Obviously, these levels come all the way back from 2002. So 20 years ago, a little 20 and a half years ago now. And let's look at where those levels reach. Those levels reach right where it stalled last time. It literally hit right at that peak level and then rejected down. Now it's making its move back up. Will it break that peak and hit the next peak up, which will be $115.34 is the question. Jumping over here to XRP, looking, and as you look here on the monthly chart, we're in the bullish background for the RSI level here. We can see the market baseline is climbing. Our actual RSI is starting to drop. It had a hidden bullish divergence here, still didn't do anything, but did have the spike there. 2 consecutive months in a row. This very well could cross back down. Jumping to the weekly is bullish, but it did cross on the slower RSI movement line, giving us the red background. As we talked about at the kickoff of the video, we have a confirmation of the break to the upside, and it did make a small little run for above the trend. And as you can see, we're actually closing above that trend line. So let's see if this thing can maintain that and then boost back up, because that's what we're looking for, right? We're looking for price to move back to the upside from here. It has just now crossed the 50 line on the weekly RSI to the downside. It is currently sitting at 49.73, so considered bearish. The bears are in control, but it's still bullish because we're above the market baseline. Looking at the daily, we're bearish. We even crossed with the red background here. Today, we do have a nice push to the upside. What was crazy, this 3 p.m. Pacific time candle here was a massive drop. Look, that was a very hefty drop, breaking back below this channel of the trend here. And as we look on the daily chart, that channel is a little bit easier to see, but you have all these wicks in this area. And then when you drop it down to a smaller time frame, you can see that there's been some drops outside of it, and then back inside of it, outside of it, back inside of it. So in reality right now, the 1100 exponential moving average has been our support line, this whole entire trend basically. So you can see here, 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 here. It hasn't broken down below that on the 1 hour. It did officially break down below it on the 4 hour. And as we have charted out from yesterday, what we're looking for, 43 cents to the downside, 4370 or 43470. If it breaks there, there's a potential continuation drop down to the 34-cent level.
If you're ready to earn an extra $200 to $3,000 per day in passive income, just like the Run Guys do every single day, then like this video, subscribe to the channel, then click the link in the description of this video to learn the Run Guys' #1 way to start earning passive income online with crypto today.